haven't seen this. But I know there's more to it. Someone actually sent me another link. So let's just look at this one. I liked it the other day without watching it. I just wanted to go back to it. I probably need to just start bookmarking this stuff. By the way, Twitter sucks now. Any alternative, I'm on it, dude. Someone sent me a link to Blue Sky, and I'm on Blue Sky now. I think Zuckerberg is going to do his own version of Twitter. I'll be over there. Twitter is awful. But anyways, all right, so we'll watch this clip, and then I'll go to whatever link someone sent me on Twitter. So let's see here.
I think the kid, number one.
Oh, by the way, this is Draymond Green talking about Wembanyama. I did not set that up well enough at all. So, yeah, apparently he talks about Wemby.
One of the best things that could have ever happened to him
is going to
the lottery.
Antonio.
And you go to San Antonio with Coach Pop. That infrastructure, that's number one going to teach you how to be a pro.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So many guys fail just because they never learn how to be professionals.
Right.
And so that's great for him.
I don't want to be that guy. Okay? I don't. I really don't. Will we say Draymond Green's professional? I mean, I suppose. I mean, he doesn't get in any trouble or anything like that. I guess technically he's professional. I wonder, with statements like this, I wonder who he would say isn't professional, and then if we can compare them to him. I don't know. Like, it's one of those situations where what he's saying is true. It's absolutely true. But it's just the person saying it that makes me like, I mean, really though, right? I don't know.
Number one, and then their player development is unmatched, you know? So I think that's huge for him.
Okay, so that's all you had to say there. But I think I got a longer link here. Let's see. Yeah, so Moses, shout out to Moses here. He sent this. He said, Clan, you should do a take on this video. And this is Draymond Green, how to guard Wembanyama. So maybe he says this as well. Wait, video unavailable. The video contains content from Superband. What? Who has blocked it on copyright? What the heck just happened? Hold on. What the heck? Draymond Green, Wembanyama.
Wemby obviously went first this draft. Fucking phenom. 7'5". Talk to me. How would you guard him? Cause I tell people like he's elite, hell of a talent. But some of the shit that I seen, we're not letting him do that in the NBA.
But you're not just dribbling it through me like the Harlem World.
Exactly.
So you would injure him. That's Draymond. Draymond's answer is injure him. Go for his knees, punch him in the face like he's his teammate. That's his answer, I think. Just let him talk.
I'm sorry. I saw some of that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like you said, he a phenom. I think the kid, number one of the best things that could have ever happened to him
is going
was
to
the
San
lottery.
Antonio.
And you go to San Antonio with Coach Pop.
Okay. That's where the clip. Okay. Let's skip through.
For him. But some of the stuff was just like, I mean, come on, bro.
Y'all can rip that
Damn
off.
good player, like, and special talent. Like, to even be able to do some of the stuff he was doing, like, it takes a very special, at that size,
Right.
very special talent. But, like, you got to press up into him. Like, you can't let him get comfortable. If you let him get
In the NBA, he's going to get comfortable. I'll tell you guys that right now. In the NBA, he's going to get comfortable. I mean, shoot, we watched the playoff. Well, I know I watched the playoffs, him in France. And I have to say, like, completely different game. Way more physical. The court is shorter. You just hang around in the paint. And it was tough for him to score at times. But he still was unstoppable when it was 1v1. Like, it was still nothing they could do about it. And in the NBA, with our rules, it's not much you can do, man. You just shoot it right over the top of you.
comfortable, you lose because you're not blocking his shot. he may not even see your contest. Like he's 7'5",
Right.
and he shoot the ball up here.
Right.
He may not even see your contest. So you have to, with a guy like that, I feel you got to do your work early.
You know what's crazy about this? Okay, you know what's absolutely crazy about this? Draymond Green is a seasoned veteran. I talk a lot of trash about Draymond, obviously, but he's a seasoned veteran. Okay, he's earned his championships. Very good player, great player even in his prime, right? I really do like Draymond Green's game, and as long as he's been in the NBA, this is a rookie that he's talking about, and he's straight up just blatantly saying, I'm afraid of him. I mean, without saying it, right? Like him, Giannis, the same thing. There's just like, I don't know how you guard him. I don't know. He hasn't even stepped on an NBA court. He hasn't even stepped on a summer league court. And this is what we're getting. This dude actually is special. I'm sorry. It's not enough just for me to talk about it, or for fans to talk about it, or for ESPN analysts to talk about it. The fact that we're getting LeBron James, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Giannis, Porzingis, Andre Drummond, like all these players, Paul George, come out and just say how great they think he is, speaks volumes of the type of player he is. Because these are guys that would know, right? That will watch him and have a pretty good take. For the most part, some guys don't have good takes, right? But for the most part, I do trust a lot of what LeBron has to say when it comes to basketball, or Steph Curry, Giannis. I do trust those guys. And they all are just in awe. So I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm crowding him from the time he start running up and down the court.
Hey, I'm watching the game. Chat, shut up. I'm watching the game. I'm watching it. It's on my other screen. All right, I'm paying attention.
They get the rebound and they start coming. I'm crowding him because I can't let him get to a space where he's comfortable, where he's going to get to that space and do what he want to do. You can't.
Right.
If you do that against talents like that, or yourself, like if I just let you get to the space where you get to operate and bounce, like good luck. Like ain't nothing you can do to stop that. Because if you lose the ball a little bit with guys like a handle like yours, then you go to reach and get the ball, then you just recover it, and you recover it in a way to make somebody look stupid. And so, like, you just can't allow him to get to a place where he's comfortable. So for me,
you don't even know where he's comfortable. I mean, he's been so experimental overseas. We don't even know what's, like, he has a few go-to shots, I guess, but not really. He's been doing so many different things. Even in the France playoffs, he wasn't the same player that he was at the beginning of the playoffs. Like, near the end of the playoffs, he didn't look like the same Wemby. Not in a bad way. It's just that he adjusted to his competition. I don't know. I don't know what his shot is.
I'm all the way up and pressed up into him from the time he starts running up and down the court.
Yeah, but it's interesting because I know he's 7'5", but at the same time, it's like, to me, he's kind of positionless. Like, he's not going to put him at the center.
No. More than likely, it's going to be power forward, center, or power forward or small forward. You can put him at the center. I think you get more utility out of him on the defensive end if you do put him at center or power forward. That's just me. But he can guard 1 through 5 essentially, mostly 3 through 5, but he can guard 1 through 5.
Now it's 4 guards damn near, 4 perimeter players. So and the 4-man is athletic as shit. So like, I see him doing well. I'm not saying he's not
get some
no way at all a bust. He's going to be a star, but I think in the beginning it's got to be some type of struggle.
Everybody says, I just heard the other commentator. Everyone says he got to put weight on him. Man, I think so many people are blinded by the Kenneth video where it's like, oh, he's bullying him, and not even realizing that in that game alone, I think Wembanyama had like 8 blocks, literally like 8 blocks. And everyone brings up that game as a reference of how he gets bullied. It's like he had 8 blocks during that game. And on top of it, he has bulked up since then. I don't know. He is bigger than he was then.
Just his transition into this game. Like, I don't think his trajectory is going to be this.
Yeah, I don't think that.
From day one.
I think people are setting him up for failure. Like, oh, he's going to be an all-star next year. Like, man, it's hard in this NBA.
You said that?
Yeah, it's hard to become.
Yeah, people have said that. I don't know, setting them up for failure. I don't know. I think people have pretty high expectations. I don't know if you're setting up for failure. Phil is clan. What's up? You're back. Yeah.
All-star in this league. Now, if he do it, like, God be with him.
Yeah.
Like,
I hope he succeeds. I think.
But to say like he's going to be an all-star next year as if he don't have to figure this game out, I don't really buy that. I think he will be special, but an all-star next year, I think that's a bit much.
He could be. Hey guys, was Tim Duncan? Tim Duncan was an all-star his rookie year, right? Remind me in the chat. All right, I'm testing my Spurs knowledge here. He was, right?
But I'm gonna tell you what I think separates him from most, and that will make him pretty special in its own right. Like separate from anything else that he could do. Him as a rim protector.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is what I think most people.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was 22 though. That's true.
Aren't talking about.
Right.
And I actually think that's what separates him, because if all else fails, if he get to the league and because he's 7'5", he can't handle it as much as he want, or because the three-point line is much further, his shot ain't as good as it's been.
Mm-hmm.
True.
If all of that fails, him as a rim protector is as elite as we have in the NBA.
Because he's a skill player.
So you already have one thing that already puts you in an elite category.
Yeah, not too many people can guard the rim as well as Wembanyama, I would assume. His anticipation is absolutely phenomenal. It's not just the fact that he's athletic or just the fact that he's tall. Like his instincts are so good. It's Tim Duncan level of instincts, I think, defensively.
And that is a rim protector.
For sure.
And as we all know, teams are always looking for rim protectors.
Right.
You get paid. I mean, there's someone in the NBA getting paid as a rim protector.
Hey,
probably
Andrew,
more money
Thanks for becoming a member, man.
which is a lot of money.
Another E from France too.
Yeah, he is from France. He gets paid a lot of money. As an elite rim protector.
Right.
And so, I mean, if I'm his agent, I'm walking in right now like, hey, RC and Pop, listen, I understand, but we can agree to this max deal right now because clearly rim protecting is going to get you a max deal.
Right.
And he will be.
Is that true? I guess that is true. How many great rim protectors do we have in the league right now? Hold on. I'm looking up a list. Best rim protectors NBA. Let's do 2023. Let's see. Best rim protection free agency. No. Best rim protectors. One Kai jump. No. So far this season. Okay, this is December 9th, 2022. Jared Allen. Clint Capella. Okay, Biyombo. Jalen Smith. Jaden McDaniels. Nicholas Claxton. Draymond Green. Zubac. Sabonis. Brooke Lopez. Yeah, he's going to be up there, guys. Yeah, he's going to be up there. Yeah, he'll be up there.
He's going to be such an elite rim protector that I think that already separates him. Like that right there alone. Now, if you're talking about he's about to break every offense down, and I ain't buying that yet. Like he can get to that, and he has the skill to do that. But that's going to take some time.
Right.
But the rim protection,
he got that.
He got that from day one, and that's special.
Because I think he's in a category where we haven't really seen someone be ultra successful. Like we had Porzingis. Porzingis came over. I mean, he was great. He had a great stint, but he didn't really crack that of what he could have been.
He's not even disrespected. He's not even being disrespectful because Porzingis even said himself that Wemby's better than him.
Absolutely.
Right.
You know, Bobo. Yeah. He's still young, but he hasn't quite cracked what he could be.
He needs some size
at that
on him
size.
too. Yeah.
So it's a unicorn. It's a rare air that he's in.
Like,
not only is it a unicorn, but you also get to a certain height where it becomes a disservice in this league. You know, like there's nothing he can do about being 7'5", but I'm not sure 7'5" suits you better than being 7'1".
Right.
Or like being 7 feet.
With his skill set.
With his skill set.
Yeah.
Being 7'5" almost does him a disservice. Like, yeah, you can catch and fit. But with the skill set that everyone loves about this kid, being 7'5" almost hurts that. Because once you get to this level, you're going to run up against guys who's way stronger, that moves as fast or faster, and they play way lower to the ground.
Right.
And as you know, low man.
Possibly. I would agree if it weren't for like all of the games and footage I've seen of Wemby so far. Like, he is just as fast. And then when it comes to him guarding like guards, he locked them down quite often. And then when it comes to them guarding him, he's super low to the ground. And I haven't seen Wemby get just stripped. I know the NBA is going to be another monster, kind of, but overseas is more physical. I like, you would assume that overseas is where we will really see all the flaws because they can get so physical, because everyone talks about how, well, what about his strength? Because he can't necessarily utilize all of the court like he would be able to in the NBA. You would assume that that's where we would see all these flaws, but I have not seen it. I hadn't seen it, so I don't know. I mean, usually I think that he would be right, but with Wemby, I don't know.
And wins.
Right.
And so if you just running up into that, like 7'5" kind of hurts you. And so I think that's something that he's going to have to adjust to as well, that people aren't really accounting for.
He got the right
your
coach.
point. Ain't many guys over 7'2"
Has been able to do it.
doing
Zubac.
much in this league.
Yeah.
Like, and Zubac 7 feet.
Yeah.
Like,
But he's he's a center. He's like
legit.
you're a legit center. Like Wemby is like a 7'5" man. Like
Exactly.
he's
He really
a
is
swing
just
man.
tall and can
Exactly.
do all that.
Do all of that.
Like they keep comparing him to Kevin Durant, right?
exactly. But
Yeah,
guess
so-
what? If he's going to play the 3, guess who's guarding him?
Yeah. And I'm the same
Defense
approach.
man over
I'm
here.
climbing into him. Pause.
Already, that was a quick one.
I think his height, which everybody's going crazy. I pray that he doesn't grow anymore, because at 18 you could possibly
He's still
be growing. And that's a disaster for him.
He's 19, right?
But like I more than anything, I actually worry about his height more than anything. Because
I don't want him to be a Greg Oden, or what's the boy?
Greg Oden.
Hope, is that say his red name right, from Portland?
Yeah, Greg
I
Oden
thought he was
came
going
over,
to
got
be
injured.
the greatest thing ever. He had commercials early.
Ex
He had-
Shaq.
and then he what happened?
hard.
What if he just?
hard
What
to
if he
stay
comes
healthy.
over and he's just the next Luka? Like, what if there's a Wemby magic?
If
And
he
he just
is.
comes over and it's like, damn, this motherfucker unlocked the game at
If he
7'5".
does, God bless his soul. God bless San Antonio. Because if he does,
And Draymond's like, look, I'm almost on my way out. I don't have to deal with it for that much longer.
I mean,
League in
then,
trouble.
then there's nothing that you can do, because you can't teach that.
Right.
Like, you can't teach 7'5"
Right.
with that handle and
Right.
that skill, and also what appears to me is that he loves the game. I don't
Which
know
is
that.
scary.
I haven't been around him, but it looked like he loved the game, and that's a problem that most 7-footers run into. They play basketball because they're
Because of their
7
height.
feet.
Oh, that's a good point too. Man, those are facts right there. That's absolutely true. That does happen a lot.
And not because they love basketball. And it appears to me that he loves the game.
He's continuously adding onto his game because of his love for the game. I mean, he's talking about how he wants titles, how he wants rings. I don't know. He really wants to be the greatest of all time.
Which also will work in his favor.
Because he's always gonna get better.
That was good stuff. That was actually really good. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for that. But yeah, I agree. Let's see what people have to say. I'm climbing into him. Pause. That didn't even need to be a pause from Paul George, I don't think. Draymond physical strength is underrated defensively. Bigs can't back him down. I used to find him annoying, but it's clear he's strong as an ox. He is a strong player. His moves are slow, but his height makes up for it. Are we watching the same games? He is not slow. Yeah, he is in the NBA for sure. Maybe not running at full speed, but his dribble moves are pretty slow. Are we watching the same games? What is he talking about? I don't think we're watching the same games. Yeah, I completely disagree. Draymond is elite mind when it comes to defense. One of the most intelligent debate I ever heard about Wemby in US. Thanks. It was pretty good. It wasn't a debate, but I'm scared Draymond would hurt that kid. Honestly, I fear he'd kick him in the sack. Yeah, that's true. I mean, when they say how you guard him, I mean, Draymond basically said, I'll punch him. I don't know. Dre going for the nut. Yeah. Why he do Rudy Gobert like that? Oh, wait, did I miss something? What was the insult towards Rudy Gobert? I don't know. He gets to be coached by Pop, Tim Duncan, and David Robinson. It's already over. Don't forget Tony and Manu. I don't know if you guys saw. Here, I'll show you. Speaking of Tony, he's already breaking down film with him. He's already an issue. As we can see here. This is Wemby, and that's Tony the other day having lunch and looking at some film. I wonder what they're looking at. I can't even tell. I can't even tell what that is. I don't know if that's a Spurs game. I can't really tell. But yeah, so I don't know. It's gonna be it's gonna be nasty, guys. It's gonna be nasty.